Tom Weaver turned 50 quietly. No party, no big speeches, just a modest dinner with his wife and a candle he blew out half-heartedly on a slice of lemon pie. 50 didn't feel like anything until the next morning, when he caught himself huffing just walking up the stairs. It wasn't the stairs. It was him. Later that week, Tom found himself in Dr. Malick's office for a routine checkup. He wasn't sick, just trying to be proactive, as his wife Claire had encouraged. He sat on the crinkling paper of the exam table, arms crossed, feeling like a man twice his age. Dr. Malick walked in with his usual cheerful calm and tapped at a tablet. 50's a big milestone, he said without looking up. Most people don't realize that how you live from here on out plays a massive role in how long you live. Not just whether you're alive, but how. Tom raised an eyebrow. So what, am I on some countdown now? In a way, yes, Dr. Malick said. But science has gotten better at spotting signs, 7 of them actually, that are good predictors of how many years someone might have left. You want to know them? Tom hesitated, then nodded. Hit me. The first one, Dr. Malick said, is walking speed. Tom blinked. Walking speed? Yep. Studies show that people who naturally walk slower in their 50s and 60s tend to have higher mortality rates. It's not just fitness, it's your nervous system, heart health, coordination. If you're slowing down without meaning to, that's a red flag. Tom thought about his walk to the mailbox that morning. He used to do it in 30 seconds. Lately, it took a minute, maybe more. The second one, Malick continued, is grip strength. I'll measure that today. Weaker grip, weaker body. Simple correlation. It's been strongly tied to future heart disease and even cognitive decline. Tom flexed his fingers unconsciously. Third, social connection. People who stay connected live longer. Isolation after 50 is a silent killer. It raises cortisol, affects your immune system. Do you still see your friends? Tom shrugged. We talk sometimes. Talking isn't seeing, Dr. Malick replied. Make it a point to connect, weekly, if not daily. Fourth, he went on, waist size. Not weight, waist. Too much visceral fat around your middle increases the risk of diabetes, cancer, heart disease. A guy your height should be under 40 inches. I'll check today. Tom glanced down at his belt and sucked in slightly. Fifth, sleep. You getting 7 to 8 hours? More like 6, 5 if I'm stressed. That's not enough. People who regularly sleep less than 6 hours have higher mortality risk, period. Tom frowned. I always thought less sleep meant more time. Not if that time's lousy, Malick said. Sixth, purpose. People who feel like they have something to live for, whether it's a hobby, a mission, family, tend to live longer and recover faster from illness. Retired guys who just sit around tend to fade fast. Tom was quiet for a moment. He loved his job, but it had started to feel like a treadmill. Claire had asked if he'd thought about what came next. He hadn't. And seventh, Malick said, resting heart rate. Lower is better. Yours today was 88, not great. Isn't that still normal? Normal is a range, but ideal is low 60s. Shows your heart isn't working overtime just to keep you alive. Tom sat with all that. 7 signs. Some he could change, some already in motion. He didn't feel sick, but he didn't feel solid either. Somewhere in the middle. So what do I do? He asked finally. You start small, Malick said. Pick 3 of those signs and work on improving them. Just 3. The others will often follow. You don't need to train for a marathon. Just walk faster, get stronger, reach out to people, and give yourself a reason to wake up with energy. Tom nodded, but he didn't commit to anything out loud. Back home, he pulled out a tape measure and looped it around his waist. 42. He stared at the number, then stepped into the garage and found the jump rope he hadn't touched since his son's last basketball season. He walked every day for the next week. Not a stroll, but a brisk pace that left him just slightly breathless. After 10 days, he could feel his legs responding, knees looser, arms swinging. On day 12, he added grip exercises using an old spring-loaded trainer from a drawer. Claire noticed first. You're not crashing on the couch the minute you get home, she said. Tom smiled. Trying to live longer, apparently. 2 weeks in, he called his oldest friend, Ray. They hadn't spoken in 6 months. They met for lunch the next day and laughed for an hour about nothing. They made it a regular Thursday thing. He cut out late-night TV and started going to bed at 10. Woke up clearer. He bought a notebook and wrote in it every morning. Something to look forward to. A project, a phone call, a walk with Claire. Some days it was just, don't fall back into old habits. A month later, Dr. Malik saw him again. Lost 5 pounds, he said. Resting heart rate down to 76. Still needs work, but you're trending well. Tom grinned. Still working on the purpose thing. Malik tilted his head. What'd you write in your notebook today? Tom laughed. This visit. That counts, the doctor said and shook his hand. By his 51st birthday, Tom didn't feel young, but he felt alive in a way he hadn't in years. He moved quicker, slept deeper, laughed more. He couldn't control everything. No one could. But he had learned to pay attention to the signs. And now, when he looked in the mirror, he didn't see a man waiting for time to take its toll. He saw someone pushing it back, one step, one grip, one heartbeat at a time.